Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Meredith. I'm your girl, Meredith, and we got Miss Beautiful Jennifer right here. Good morning, Jen.
Oh, good morning. Thank you.
Yeah, right before the show, I was definitely complimenting Jen because if you get a chance to check us out on YouTube, you'll definitely see Jen brings the beauty. Every Saturday, she'll be having her hair up and all this makeup jewelry, and I'm trying to take some lessons. So earlier when she was outside, I was like, I want to learn that bun, and she was saying she would teach me. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. But yeah, so welcome to the show. Every Saturday morning from 8 to 9, you can find us two friends just gabbing about our lives, things going on in the community, right? And we definitely love spotlighting great leaders, great businesses, and today's going to be just the same.
It's going to be so good.
Meat lovers, get ready. So excited. I'm sorry. I'm excited when I start singing. Let's be careful there. I know I'm like, stay tuned. I'm sorry, no more singing. Okay, so yeah, we've got the wonderful Jeremy and Christy of McKeen BBQ joining us this hour.
Yes.
Woo-hoo! So we get some, I'm just excited because they showed up and they actually came bearing gifts. Now, many of our, and I say that meaning that many of our guests that come bring gifts, and we love that, okay? So
yes,
today's gift is just a little unique. They brought meat. What? And I'm so excited. So we get a little bonus because I love to taste some good food. So who's gonna? Anyway, I'm gonna resist, but
okay.
I think later on
yeah.
they may be willing to share. So I can't wait to hear about it. And we want to let our listeners know. Check us out on social media. We want you to reach out to us on Facebook because we've got some great tips. Jeremy and Christy are going to be reaching out to us or giving us tips. And if you want to know anything, you got to hit us up on Facebook, right?
Yes.
Or you can leave us a message and we'll hook up with you afterwards on our message line. Of course, 936-647-3776 for a lot of our listeners out there. So
that's new.
Oh, well, I'm trying to give it all because we have so many ways that you can connect with us, right, Jen?
Yes, we do.
Between the social media, which if you can think of it, we've got a handle related to it. Most of the time, Grit and Grace, Texas. But Twitter is, they're a little sticklers, wouldn't give us the rest of the AS. So now we're just the TEX. But anyway, look for us.
Yes.
IR Lone Star. We've got an app, Lone Star Internet Radio, right? And then we've got, of course, Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1. And then our message line. So that's why it's just so much info. You're going to want to just check us out, Facebook or IR Lone Star, and you can kind of find everything else pretty quickly, all right?
Yes.
So,
hey, and I just set up our Instagram account. So there's actually pictures on there. Go follow us.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and Jen is our social media guru. She is the one that handles a lot of it, especially on air. So reach out to us. We are watching live and definitely want to hear from you, okay? So that being said, Jen, how was your week? Good times, Mama? Had a good one?
Well,
oh, good night. That's the thing. She has to make sure I do my job and
we got to do the weather and traffic first.
Thank you, Jen. I'm sorry, listeners. See, this is why we work so well together. She keeps me in check. Yes, right now it's actually 79 degrees outside. Enjoy it, guys, because it's not going to last for long. High of 95 today, but there is a 40% chance of rain throughout the area, so just be careful. But like always, we have such a large community that you never know where it's going to happen. So I always pack my umbrella. I don't know about you. Tomorrow it's going to get up to 95 as well. So looks to be a good weekend. Tomorrow we may see more chance of rain, but just get out there and make the most of it. And definitely if you're going to be outside a lot, I recommend morning action. Don't you, Jen? I mean, it's
absolutely
too hot. Traffic-wise, everything's pretty smooth out, of course, on this wonderful Saturday morning, 8:07. Although I want to let a couple of our listeners know, in case you're like traveling around wanting to do what I call my shortcuts, because Jen turned me on to the back road shortcuts.
Mm-hmm.
Word to the wise, guys. One of them is closed till September, and that is the road closure on Wilson Road. It can't be a shortcut for now till September, okay? So
only in between the high school.
Man, see, she knows it all.
I know it all. I know.
Every time something cool, Jim brings me something cool almost every day. I'm like, bonus, bonus, bonus. That's my thing. Every time now she tells me something new, I'm like, you know everything. You're right. Yeah, between Longmire and Davis Street. So just be careful out there for all those exploring the back roads. And if you reach out to us on Facebook, we can definitely hook you up with some shortcuts too. We just don't like to put them on air because then what would happen? They wouldn't be a shortcut, right? What?
Well, it would still be a shortcut, but everybody would be taking them.
Yes. Thank you. All right. So what's up with your week? Pretty good?
Yeah, not too bad. I was a little bit busy because I am off on Monday and Tuesday. I took some time off so I can spend with Jensen and...
Oh, yeah. Maximize those days. I love that.
Yeah.
Because of the short week. You're right. Man, it's been a long Well, short but long week.
Yes.
A lot has happened. So
Yeah, and I was just busy. My coworker, she just came back from maternity leave on Wednesday, so I was trying to leave her with little as possible to do.
Oh, see, and I love that about you. She's so considerate, and she knocks it out of the park. She's quite organized. You wouldn't know it because she's got some grit to her, but she's organized too. So, pretty cool. Well, I've got to remind our listeners. Last week we had Doug Burrell, right, from the American Legion Post 411 of Conroe, which is just the best post name in the world. I mean, come on, 411.
Exactly.
It's so wonderful. It's been in the community, established for many years, decades. Been something that Doug is a part of, and luckily we had him over, and he was telling us about the 3rd annual Great Conroe Hot Dog Giveaway. Still getting that to roll off the tongue, but it's a beautiful event that happens every year, and the American Legion hosts it. This year was so much fun. We got to go out and meet a lot of those in the community, a lot of our listeners, and it was just fun getting to connect with them. Certainly for the American Legion, it was a great opportunity to really sponsor their group, their association, and the bonus was, it was at Tejas Bingo. And I fell in love with the idea of bingo. It was so much fun. I had no idea this little jewel was tucked in Conroe. It was just amazing. So
Okay, so Meredith is from the city, and apparently they don't have things in the city because
they do.
I keep showing her things.
Oh, yeah.
She keeps freaking out over them like it's all an underground.
It is, though. Okay. Yes, grew up in the city, right? So my parents would go play bingo from time to time, but it was like a once in a thing at the country club, nothing big. Like I didn't know
it had, at the country club.
I did not know that it had this huge thing, right? So it's
Tejas Bingo, that's our country club.
Hey, you know what? I'm hooked. We went in there. We had a great time, and we didn't even get to partake. We were just there for, of course, a great event. But everyone there was having so much fun. They happened to have a great, performer for the event.
Yes.
So it was just amazing. And then discovered that these monitors, the computer, like the technology behind the new bingo is amazing. And I just floored. So then Jen was schooling me because, of course, Jen's been there, right? So Jen starts schooling me on all the rules. And then I'm getting into it. So we're like in between wanting to visit but wanting to get our game on. We're like, okay, what do we do here? What we do here?
Yeah, Meredith is like, on this day, we need to go play bingo.
Oh, yeah. Well, and plus, it's just a great amount of entertainment. And it's giving to a good cause, right?
Yes.
It's all for a charitable nonprofit contribution. And it's a bonus if you get to win. But I love playing the games, and it seems like fun because I remember playing bingo in school, watching it in little A, B. Okay, so that being said, I think it would be fun. But they did have the old school balls too, which was cute because I think for those that need to at least see something like mimicking our idea of bingo is nice.
Well, no, they still use them.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
Okay, see,
that's how they draw the numbers.
Well, I don't.
Goofball.
Okay, listen, Goof. They have all this technology. What if it's just populated electronically? Like poof. Oh, they like the balls still. Okay, I'm moving on. Anyway.
Moving on from the balls.
Yes. So Tejas Bingo, to be continued. We met the fine group of people there. They were amazing and cannot wait to have them hopefully visit us soon. But more than anything, we'll be there soon.
Yes. Hopefully winning some money.
I heard there's a particular day that you want to go, and we are on it. But we're not going to share it. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to keep it close to the vest all the time, but Mama's got to get a chance too. So that's all I'm saying. All right. So
we want to tell you about it, but we're not going to give you any details.
First, let's go and conquer, and then we tell all. That's the good one. Okay, so we'll try that. That being said, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth. We are here every Saturday morning on Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1 from 8 to 9, just bringing the fun, bringing the silly, and maybe a little bit of grit from this lady across from me. So, Jen, I know we've got a lot coming up, and we're so excited because we get to, of course, learn about grilling, barbecue, how to do it right. And we happen to get a little taste test, which is bonus.
Yes.
But there happens to be other activities going on this weekend, right? What else is going on?
There is?
There are a few things going on.
Oh.
Yeah, word to the wise guys. It's hard finding something really wild going on this weekend. But I think we've found the best of the best. One of them happens to be far away. It's the shrimp boil right there in Pasadena. It's all day. Now, I know it's a drive, But if you love shrimp, I think it's going to be worth it. It's going to be at their convention center all day long. And I love shrimp, so I wish I could go out there. It just happens to be Pasadena's on too far for me today. But I love Pasadena. Love you all. Okay, so what else is going on? Listen, I made her read this because, Liz, it's a reach. But we show local love. We love to show our events locally.
Yes, we do. Today at the Lone Star Convention Center is the Stars and Stripe Cat Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you've seen them by the dumpster at McDonald's. You've seen them by the dumpster over by Popeyes on 105 and Sonic. You know what I'm talking about. But there are many more cats out there. Many more, and they're beautiful. And there's all kinds of...
Never see them by an Asian restaurant.
Don't talk about it. Plus, there's a story of El Gato that I learned growing up at the taqueria. Is a little scary. Okay. Anyway, I'll give y'all a heads up.
The taqueria is Chihuahua.
Well,
moving on.
Okay, I was about to say pause because that is a story in itself. Okay, but yes, the cat show. I know I'm more of a dog lover. I respect cats from a distance. I think it happened because my sister had a kind of crazy cat, Jake, and he would swat at us, and then he was just temperamental. You never knew if he was going to be psycho or not. So that started my,
what the heck are they going to showcase at the Stars and Stripe Cat Show?
Perhaps they have the cats doing tricks. I bet you can train some of them.
Oh, for the love.
I'm getting a visual. Guys, if you know of any trained cats, please let us know. If you find any on YouTube, let us know. We got to let Jen know that cats can be trained.
Okay.
All right. And I wish my husband, my Snow White, was listening because he happened to grow up with a lot of cats, so he could probably tell me something. I love you, B. I'm sorry. Okay, so that being said... We love showing off and telling about the events going on in the area. And Lone Star Convention Center today, Stars and Stripes Cat Show. Please make it out there. If you can, please send us a picture. We want to know what's going on there. We would be there if we could. We already have plans going on the other side of town. So just help us out and let us know how great the show is. Okay, so speaking of...
My straw is split on both sides. It's split all the way down to here.
I'm sorry, Mama. I can't give you my straw. I'm a straw snob. I need a straw, so I can't. Oh, my bad. Oh, that's pretty though.
I know I have to put half the straw in my mouth just to...
Ladylike. All right. So that being said, when I saw the cat show, I had to remind you something, or tell you something, remind you something. Okay. We were outside. We were talking about, of course, having to take stairs all the time to the office versus the elevator, and you were like, we were joking about getting long-winded. The other day in the morning...
I wasn't joking.
No, okay. No, I'm with you. Okay. The other day, it reminded me of the other day, I wake up in the morning, take the dogs out. I have to take my dogs separately because they're very big and they are obviously, rambunctious. Right?
That one, she's a crazy girl.
Well, that's what happened. I was taking Gina out. Gina is, now I have both, they're both rescue. Okay, so I'll make it quick because I know we got to get to a break soon. But they're both rescue. Gina happens to be lab mix.
Yes.
I did not know what, I grew up with little dogs, right? So, okay, so labs are rambunctious and everything, right? So when I'm taking her out to go to the bathroom in the morning, when you first wake up, 5 o'clock in the morning, you're going out there in the dark. We have this cat that has been coming in our area, right? But it's black and don't see it, whatever. It was there, and I mean, Gina went crazy. I'm sitting there, and my pants were almost falling down because, I'm wearing, my pajama pants, and I'm, jumping around, trying not to let her go because we're in the country, none of the dogs are tied up, so it's dog gangs everywhere. You got to make sure they don't run everywhere. Anyway, so it was crazy town. And I'm telling you, when I got done just trying to hold her down, I was out of breath and I was so mad. I went in and I was like, oh. And so for the rest of the week, my husband, thankfully, is so sweet. He was taking her out because we have to figure out how to get rid of this cat. But I mean, it was crazy how winded I got. I was like, dang, man, 10 years ago, I would have been able to take that a little bit better. I'm not saying I'm an athlete or anything, but I'm like, oh. So
I hear you.
I feel you. I got to get in shape. And I think that's why my guns, I'm getting there though. You see these? We can arm wrestle again because I learned I'm going to beat you. All right.
You keep talking about this technique, but...
Well, I have to... Yeah, I've got a technique and I'm going to beat you one day. Okay. I didn't do a real one.
It won't be anytime soon.
Oh, really? You're going to make me use one of my buttons? Because I'm pulling my buttons out again. Hold on. Oh, I have to turn up the beat. Dang it! This engineer is just, we got to work on it. All right, ready?
We're going to fire her and get a new one. Really, the Hunger Games?
What about this one? Oh my gosh, actually, I'm like, it's going down, me and you.
It's raining men. It's raining men.
My favorite part is the gun afterwards. It's like, boom. Like, it's just so hilarious. If you tuned in, you're probably like, what is going on? Okay, I get these buttons, and I have to play with them more, so that's why I kind of have to stop myself. But obviously, I'm still getting familiar with them, but
Yeah.
I'm fine.
It's going down, and now it's raining men.
Well, I have some different ones too. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, you're listening to Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth. We have so much coming up, and in fact, we've got our top 3 of the week, inspired by our wonderful guests, Jeremy and Christy with McKeen BBQ, right here in the Conroe, Montgomery area. So want you to stay tuned. We've got a lot more coming up on Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth. Thanks so much for tuning in this week, guys. Be sure to check us out every Saturday live, 8 to 9 on Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1. Also on irlonestar.com. But more importantly, subscribe. Let us know what you want to hear. Leave us your comments, right?
Yeah.
We want to hear from you, all right? Check us out online, too. Where can they find us online? Damn it, woman. That's what you're supposed to say. The social media. Grit and Grace Texas at gmail.com. Online, all our social media platforms are at Grit and Grace Texas. Be sure to connect with us, guys.